right, look, so the markets have been going crazy. The markets have been going up and down. And the truth is, we've been bearish for quite a while. When I say we've been bearish, I'm not saying I've been bearish. I mean, the price has been bearish for quite a while. But I do believe we may be finding a bottom. And bear with me because I want to show you something so you can see what I'm talking about, but also a strategy around that so you don't just blindly get in here. But the question is, should you be buying Bitcoin and should you be buying altcoins right now, or should you be sitting on your hands waiting? And again, I'm not going to edit this video. I'm just want to get these videos out to you and update you with all the turmoil, with everything that has been going on. A lot of you have been getting scared. A lot of people are out the markets. I see it from my coaching. A lot of people have stopped. A lot of people have left the group. And it's funny, a lot of more people left now, and now is where I believe we're actually going to have a turning point. I actually really believe this. We've talked about it in previous videos, and we've talked about this even last year, that the end of the bull market, the top of the bull market will come in late 2024, beginning 2025, or at least the Bitcoin top will come in late 2024, beginning 2025, from $100,000 to $140,000, or it will be such a massive drop that it will look like a bear market and shake a lot of people out. And we're calling for a dump before drop and so on. I'm not saying this to show off. I'm not saying this. I'm just adding this for context, okay? So let's have a look at the price real quick here. And you're seeing Bitcoin right now at 88,000. And you see this is a bottoming formation. And we talked about this bottom, this potential bottom, before this blast off and blast dump right here. And it looks like we may be continuing here to the upside. Now, of course, we need to get out the woods. For me, we have to break 92K and actually stay above it. And of course, the 100K psychological. Usually it would be 97, but we want to break that 100K psychological. Once we make that support, it's off to the races. And you can see this may actually be something to look at here, is this candle and dump here. And then we went up, and then we got this candle and dump here, and now we're going up. Is it the same thing? No. What I'm saying is we might actually come up to this level here. It might actually look like this, and then this would be a decisive point right here at 102,000. So that 100,000 psychological, yes, make it support, but that 102 is key for me, and that's what I'm looking at. If we break that 102, I'm pretty sure we're gonna break all-time highs, or at least range in there for a while. Let's see what happens though, okay? Now, that's with Bitcoin. If you look at altcoins right now, you're seeing a lot of moves. I actually put a post out for Link earlier on today, but you'll see that altcoins are coming into the green. Here's what's going on right now. Here's the bottom line without getting things too confusing for you. We had enough of a dump when it came to altcoins. Altcoins dumped tremendously, but Bitcoin kept a very strong presence, and that's what confused us. And I was saying that the dump in Bitcoin was not enough, right? We typically see 30, 40, 50% dumps in bull markets when it comes to Bitcoin. Now, we had the altcoins dump, but I was saying we didn't have enough of a dump. And Bitcoin was sitting up high. Then altcoins went lower. I said, okay, we had enough of an altcoin dump. We need to see Bitcoin dump, or maybe because institutions start coming in, maybe Bitcoin will hold its price, and that's where we got confused. But now we had that Bitcoin dump. So it's safe to say that now we may be actually having a bottom formation for the long term. And yes, it may be volatile on the way up because of Trump. That's what his character is. And his announcements do that to markets. He causes a lot of fear. He causes a lot of confidence. He's just like that. He's like that type of person. And because of the ETFs, because of institutions, because we're more correlated now, this is why we're more correlated now to the stock market than ever. So the stock market also influences the crypto market. Now, will this decouple later on? Maybe for Bitcoin, maybe for a few, but it's too soon to talk about. But right now, we're very influenced with what's going on in the world because of institutions, because of ETFs. I mean, you asked for it, there you have it, you're welcome. This is what's going on right now. So let's have a look at the strategy here. This is a bottom formation. Me personally, and as soon as we break this 88,500 or so, this would this would probably go up a lot faster. But generally speaking, getting in right now, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's altcoins, with a stop loss under these lows, either here if you want to be a more aggressive over here, and yes, I know that's a pretty big range for a stop loss, but this is crypto, is actually okay. Another place for a stop loss would be under what happened with the Trump pump and dump, like here. Let's just call it the Trump pump and dump. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying. But this candle to the way up and candle to the way down, this is also a good level for a stop loss, maybe a little bit lower, like over here, for people that are a bit more conservative and want to be a bit more safe. But the thing is that right now, you can get in and you have a relative stop loss, and this may be a bottom formation. And we did call this range over here on the dump as well once we broke 90. We said if we go down under 90, this is a very possible place. So what I would be doing right now, I would be buying, yes, I would be adding to altcoins and Bitcoin, but another strategy is playing on American narrative cryptocurrencies that may actually make a potential expansion of the strategic reserve list. There is a chance that Bitcoin will talk about that. So, for example, you have Link. That might actually make the strategic reserve list. But even if it doesn't make that announcement, so to speak, the anticipation that it can actually be on that list should drive the price up. And you can look for other altcoins with that narrative, with the US-made crypto. I made videos about it quite a while ago. You can go check those out and play off of those. So what you can do, there's a couple of ways to do this. Number one is to trade them. I wouldn't use high leverage, but I would trade them, and then I would take profits around time of the announcement. Now the announcement might make it even go up higher. That's where I would take more profits, and you can even rotate from coins that have already made a pump, like let's say ADA and so on, as a strategic reserve. Put it in things coins that may have a pump because they'll be added to the list, and then take profits back into those. Or just make the play. Just make the play and make sure you stop losses. You can do trailing stop losses on the way up as well. That makes sense in this case, because if he does announce that list will go, that Link will go in the strategic reserve, we might see a mega pump like we did. And then it might go down again as people take profits, as people sell the news, and so on. So this is one strategy. The other strategy is just add Link to your portfolio and take profits into Bitcoin. That way, you can actually expose yourself more to Bitcoin in your portfolio. There's so many different things that you can do as trades right now. I'm not going to get into all the trades or get into all the altcoins. I just want to give you a basic idea of what I would be doing or what I am doing. I did the latter thing. I bought Link, and then I will take initial and profits out if it's announced. If not, we'll see the charts, we'll see how they go. Let's see what happens. But even if this all goes to crap and nothing happens, we have a stop loss set. We know that, okay, lower than, let's have a look here. If you want to take the aggressive approach, 78,000, which could come down to the 71, 74K range. I'm talking about Bitcoin. Altcoins will probably do their own thing. I'm not going to sit down. I'm not going to sit here looking at each altcoin. There's no point. Just chart Bitcoin, in my opinion. Or wherever you put your stop loss, right? Any level here that we mentioned earlier on, depending on how much risk you want to take. So that's your play right now. So bottom line is, now would be a good time to enter the market. Now would be a good time to make a trade. Now is the time to get in. Of course, consider risk, consider stop losses, whether they're mental or whether they are on trades, depending on your style of investment. Maybe you're just buying spot and putting on wallets. One of the few times I would keep things on an exchange right now that I would trade, because what you trade, you keep it on an exchange, then you take profits off of the exchange. But yeah, without blabbering too much and making this video longer than it needs to be, that's what I would do. That's what I'd be doing. That's what I'd be doing, right? Check my links in the description down below. I would really appreciate it if you want to support me. I do have a VIP group. You don't have to get into the group, but it's something that you get extra support. You can ask me questions around the clock. We do monthly AMAs where you can ask me questions face to face. You can see my portfolio, what I'm doing. You could get into trades faster than this videos. Plus, when I'm traveling, I always update the group, whilst videos I can't always talk about whatever I want to talk about. Also, there's one-on-one coaching available if you want me to sit over your shoulder and show you how how to navigate the crypto and how to navigate crypto, or if you have any questions and so on. There's different products over there. Check them out, see if they're for you. If not, that's okay. And yeah, I'll keep on making these videos, and hopefully we'll get back to editing soon as well, because I have a lot to work on right now. Okay, thank you very much. Stay safe out there. Make sure you watch this video right here next, and make sure you watch my previous video so you can have more context. I put out a brilliant strategy in a couple of videos back. As a matter of fact, here, I'll leave the video here. It's a short video. It's part of a longer video. Watch that video. It's a perfect strategy. You'll love it. Then watch the longer video after that. See you there.